All right, I'll call this meeting to order. It is Tuesday, August 26, 2025, and we're here for the budget workshop for Commissioner, Building and Grounds, County General, Indigent, Data Processing, Coroner, Elections, and Current Expense. I'll turn it over to our clerk, and we'll start with the Commissioner's budget, or did you want to go over?
Well, I don't think we're really going to, we can touch on current expense, but we're not through with the budget workshops, of all the budget workshops that are in current expense.
Okay.
We still have.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I thought you meant general.
But we can do the general.
The general fund. I'm sorry.
Do the general fund. Mm-hmm.
It said current, but
it does say current, but I don't know if she.
It would have been general fund.
Okay, yeah, I've got that.
Okay.
I've got that. So I would prefer if we started with the handouts that I gave you.
Okay.
If you look over to the side, it has the departments that are in current expense.
Okay.
And what they contribute in revenue wise.
To the general fund.
To the general fund. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's where I got the 2.5. Now, it is lower than it has been in the past because I only put the PILT/FILT at 50% of us getting. So the PILT and FILT, we received that and we split that with the Justice Fund, 47% there and 53% on this side. So with all of the talk of do we get it, do we not get it, will we get the same amount, da 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 da, I put the full amount on the justice side that they got last year. I believe I put the same amount or very near the same amount. But on our side, I took it down by like 50%.
Okay.
Because I did not want to count on it because this is so tight anyways, we're going to have to look at, you will have to make some harder decisions. And then I figured as much as this. If we get more, that's great. If we get less, at this point, $160,000, $800 is not. It's a big deal by all means. Don't get me wrong, but it won't sink.
So what would be the total amount we would have got if we were banking on it going through? Just our portion over here.
Give me just a minute. I think our portion is like 300.
Okay.
300 and something.
Like 320.
Sure. I'll say that. I was looking to see if I had a revenue. Oh, I probably do. Okay, I completely just.
Yeah, if you would have took half of it, it would be.
That's 325.40, right? Is that the number?
Correct. Yeah.
About it appears. Oh, I don't know because this is old. But we budgeted for $313,000
last year.
For this fiscal year that we're in. But my sheet doesn't, because these are so old when I first did them, it doesn't have the accurate amount.
Okay. Well, maybe we can discuss this before our at another time on this issue, but okay. All right. So that would be 313. Okay. And you gave
And
the.
that has it on some of the paperwork that I gave you in the past for the health of the county. I gave you a 5-year revenue.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then I gave you one report because every report pulls something a little bit different. So I kind of created one just for you guys that you didn't have to try to read between the lines so much. And on that, it says expense, or it says revenue, and then right under it, so it's kind of broke out into fund. And then it also had expenses. So it was in green, and then expenses was in red. So if you go back to that sheet, you'll see exactly what it is. I don't have that in front of me.
Okay.
I wound up giving all of mine away that day. So So with saying that, let's maybe dig into knowing that we're going to need some extra, that I have numbers of where we could get about 106,750, and that came off of I took 4 items off of the sheet that I gave you. I placed one on your desk yesterday, Commissioner, that how we could do some savings. So that I pulled 4 of them off, and that would save nearly 107. That would help our revenue $107,000.
Now, are we short right now on this
yeah.
side? How much short are we?
$1 million. We don't have any extra money.
We're 1 million short in this.
If you take the 2 million out, we have about 4 million on cash on hand for current expense. This is just current expense. Okay. And then you go down to yet to collect. Those are the things on this side. I think we'll be collecting another 1.25 million. It's right at the bottom here.
So we're not short. I mean, that we've still got yet to collect.
We'll make it this year.
Yes. Okay.
But it's for this fiscal year that we're coming into that.
Okay, that may change.
Yes.
Okay.
So then I took out 99,000 or very near 99,000 because that's restricted. And then yet to spend, and I went lower. My departments know that you don't purchase a thing unless I've okayed it, and it has to be an absolute want. There will be no more needs from here on out.
You mean it has to be an absolute need?
Oh, did I say that opposite? My apologies. It has to be an absolute need. So, and then the 25% carryover that we're gonna need, that leaves us approximately $2,048,000. Now, that $2 million is that $2 million you guys want to set off to the side to do the repairs that need to be done. Okay. And then that leaves us the 48,000. And then right below on that, it says current expense fund 1. This is a worksheet that I use, which is basically the same thing as this, except it doesn't have taxes in it or levies in it. So,
Yeah, just to be clear, the 2 million is there in case we have a catastrophic event like we did, and FEMA does not pay us right away.
100%. No, yes.
That's what that's for.
That's what you guys had said
Yeah.
you wanted it for, and we know that there are some expenses that have to be done. Anyways, we talked about that. So then it kind of just goes down the revenues, some pretty much kind of the same as here. There may be some changes a little bit here and there. Oh, no, there can't be because I have the same total for each. So then at the bottom, you'll see in blue, that's our sub income for what I'm projecting.
That's sub income
Yep,
that you're projecting.
that I'm projecting. So
Okay.
that's just the sub income. And then the next line below is the sub income plus taxes plus that 48,000 carryover. So then down at the bottom, you'll see a department request and then a budget officer's request, because I split them out so you can see. And then, so essentially I took this black bolded number, this one,
The 5.7.
took that and minus the department's request, minus the 25% cash carryover they're gonna have. And so, okay, so what does your numbers have? Are you ending in 566? Okay, so there I lied to you. I did put the 2 million in. My newest version does not
So
have
that,
it.
yeah,
So then it puts us in a negative. So this one does have that 2 million in it. And I printed the wrong one. And I can go up
So
and
is that what you're saying is we're short on the 25, we're short on our 25% carrying over. So we're eating into to cash, but we're regaining the cash as we go next year.
Well,
because it's projected.
You are correct on that, but this is what has happened. You get into that cycle.
Yeah.
And then we're in the same exact boat that the Justice Department is you never have enough carryover.
That's right.
And then you eat up your cash, and by the time you get
they don't
back
have
up,
any carryover.
So that's exactly where we're headed.
And they don't have any carryover, so they also they also need our cash to
And we don't have it.
Yeah. Okay.
And we will quickly be in the same boat.
Okay. And this has to do off of our we'll discuss the PILT. We probably need to discuss that to see how what we can do, and then also the SRS funding is completely has really caused us some heartache.
So I asked the girls to, I asked the employees, because we have Dan. Sorry, Dan. We just really went through it, and it's like, okay, we have to cut some more and do what we can do. Every employee that I have is mandated. The only one that's not mandated would be Heather in accounts payable. I could do payroll / accounts payable. It has been tried. I looked back in the past. It's been tried. Both the jobs are just too big for one person. Hence the reason they had to bring Heather on.
Okay. Had to bring a pay clerk on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it was too much for one person.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can see that because
We have Sydney already doing part-time.
mm-hmm.
And work it out that some of the time that she does go over, we work it out with comp. There's not
Okay.
Right. There's
so
some overtime.
perfect example yesterday, Heather works 4 10s. She came in yesterday to help with facilitate the share screen.
Mm-hmm.
So she's now adjusting the rest of her week, so there will be no overtime. I have to have an elections clerk. Our elections clerk also does recordings and passports. I have to have a veterans. He also does what did I just say? The same things. Recordings. Sorry.
Passports.
And passports. And both of them deal with the public, and they man the phone systems.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because everybody just calls that line, and then they and then we have payroll clerk, and then we have Heather, chief deputy, Timmy Hunter, and then myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then those we have to have grounds. We have to have somebody here, although he's not my person, but
right.
We have to have somebody.
Mm-hmm.
The cleaning crew already works. I think they're at 32 hours or something. I could be wrong on that. Maybe I shouldn't speak on that. I'm not. Okay. Zip that out because I don't want to speak.
Yeah.
So I've cleaned up my house as much as I can and done what I can.
Okay.
But the prosecuting attorney is 22% of current expenses budget.
Okay.
We have outgrown his budget. We can't keep up.
Okay.
So, questions on that?
No.
Okay, so can
Let's go
we
through
tackle then 1.5?
The
Yes.
The commissioners?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So I have some truer numbers, just hot off the press.
Okay.
For the fringe benefits.
Mm-hmm.
And talking about benefits.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you voted on the VIBA.
Mm-hmm.
But if we took, because some people get 5, some people get 750. If we did everybody 500, no matter what your single joint or family, if we did everybody, that would be another 22,500 in savings. If we didn't do the 500 or 750, everybody just went. So.
Okay.
If we raise the rent on our private entity that's working here to $30,000 a year, that would be a $24,000 increase. If we utilize our surplus that's on postage, our postage machines, that's about $35,000.
I'm sorry, the first part of that is if we did what with the postage?
If we utilize the surplus and use our credit and not put more money, that won't that will not work for every department. Like treasury, like she's down to the penny of how many stamps she needs. It's pretty impressive, actually. So, I mean, she would have to buy stamps.
Right.
And but the rest of us, we could utilize what we have and not put more money on it. And then if we took one of 1-7 prosecuting attorneys, if we took one of his part-time people and put them full-time and got rid of the other part-time, that's a 20, it's about a 25,000 to 25,500, right in that area was it savings instantly.
Say that again, how much?
Let's just do 25,000.
Okay.
It's probably a little more, but and with those together helps us bring in 106,250 worth of revenue.
Okay.
Okay, so.
And that'd be 3,000 a month?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
We charge roads department.
Mm-hmm.
It's on this page. I want to make sure I give it correct. No, we charge the district courts $25,000 for the use of their space. We charge the roads department $15,000, and we charge Jerry's appraisal $9,900, and these are our own departments.
Okay.
And then we used to charge the roads department, but yeah, that went from 51,900. Now we're down to 36,900 because they won't be able to pay.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So now we're on 1.5, the commissioners. So your top numbers, your A and D, those will fluctuate a little bit because we just started plugging in the new numbers for the salaries and the new
insurance.
Yes. So
Okay.
these are not completely accurate. They'll change a little bit, but it's not going to be like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you have me out of the medical, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
And then I need to add the Viva back in.
I was kind of looking over our budget and just talking, since we're on our commissioner's budget, what would you guys think of just sending one person to
Boise
a year?
I would have to agree with that because I don't plan on going anyway.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't go this.
Yeah, I didn't either.
So we can send one. We can cut out whatever that is, and just send one person.
Like meals and lodging, I think that we could bring down. It's at 4,800.
Yeah, and see, I had it all totaled one time. If we divide that by
but meals and lodging, be careful when you just divide it by 3, because if one person's going to Boise, but then say the other 2 are doing the Moscow one.
See, I figured all 3 of us to Boise, and then I figured
Okay.
all 3 of us to Moscow.
Okay.
But before we stayed in Moscow, but we're just drive to Moscow in the morning and then come back, and then so I think
It would probably be just as cheap. We'll look at it, but
Yeah.
but instead of doing mileage, it would be just as cheap, because the rooms in Moscow aren't nearly what they are in
we don't-
downtown Boise.
don't need mileage either. I mean, it's like
Yeah, I don't even put in my mileage. I didn't for
No.
Moscow.
for Moscow, that's
Or
pretty
Coeur
close.
d'Alene or any of those trainings.
Mhm.
I don't charge the county.
So if we did meals and lodging,
Mm-hmm.
let me
Think McDonald's, fast food,
Yep.
the
right.
cheap stuff.
Right. So, just give me a second. Let me see. Do I? So if you do, I have it for the clerk for
Okay.
for meals and lodging, at 1,600. However, that actually includes enough for Timmy to go to the class, and then we could share a room
Mm-hmm.
type thing.
Okay.
Because it used to be 1,300, but we went to 1,600, and we would just share, and that would just be, that extra. I put it an extra 300 for meals and lodging, but then I turned around and took it off of registration, because registration isn't
Yeah.
as high as what we'd always budgeted. So I would think that meals and lodging, you could probably do that for 1,500
Okay.
Okay.
or 1,600.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Where are we at here?
The bottom.
Bottom of page
Yeah.
1.
0431-00.
So 15 or 16, or do we split it
Oh,
right
okay.
in the middle?
Thank you.
Oh,
1550?
15.
You're fine with 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And registration would go down.
Yeah. Yes. It's. I think it's like 300 or 350 for the one in Boise, isn't it? Approximately that much.
Yeah, and then we can always go to the one because we want to go. We want to go to the one in Coeur d'Alene
Yeah.
and Moscow.
Right.
We can all 3 do that since it's just a registration.
Yep.
If you'll give me a moment, I have.
And I would like her to go to one.
Yes.
Sydney definitely needs to go to one training.
I would
With-
agree.
Like
One
the
of
open
us.
meeting law one,
Yes.
or something
Yes.
of that
Like-
nature.
Yep. Like
Yeah.
the Coeur d'Alene, maybe the one in May.
Mm-hmm. The
Yep.
one in Coeur d'Alene is very good.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good.
Well, even just the one day one was
Mhm.
really good in Coeur d'Alene. And that would be good for Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, it doesn't flip fast, but
Yeah.
I do have exactly what we're looking for.